can still yet.
Yeah, he'll be a barbarian.
Don't tell me they're gonna see a party like open up some bodies and take out Chris's and then leave too.
I mean, that was that was me and Roran playing our characters. Roran came from a place where like he looked to his left and the guy was all taken apart, and I was a tune and virtually thought like anytime you took a crystal out of somebody, it was cannibalism, no matter if it
Well,
was a monster, a creature, or whatnot. So
well, Archie's the one that like kind of started like, do these people have crystals? And then we found out that yeah, people have crystals. And then now we're now there's don't open up normal people.
Tavik wasn't with you when you did that, so he
It
didn't know.
was the dragon,
the barbarian.
Yeah,
the
my
Minotaur
little
to a dinosaur.
little guy. This is just the topic won't. He's gonna look the same. He'll probably be a little worse for wear. Probably have like war paint. I was thinking about calling his rage malfunction.
I really have no idea for next campaign character yet.
He'll be
I
called
had a
Well,
bunch running around my head, and
Here we
then
go.
Grumpy had talked to me, and I'm like, ooh, okay, yeah, that's cool. And I'm like, these are the two I've been sitting on, and I'm just waiting for final approval.
all I know is now. All I currently just think is, oh, and he's gonna need to make a little plane for himself so he can have his own little demi plane. Which once we get home, he is gonna do that. So anytime he dies, that's where he spawns. Mike is not picking up my my PC fan, right? Just recently got a new PC.
Currently, I do not hear anything.
Nice.
Okay, sweet.
Did you hear something, Gray?
No, I just thought of a really good idea for my Wednesday character.
Ooh.
I'd wanted to play a wizard, but I hadn't decided on backstory yet. But I think I just decided.
It just fell in your lap?
Kinda.
Oh, those are the best ones.
Alrighty. Sorry about that. Where am I? Who am I? What am I doing? Right. Du-du-du. Du-du-du. All right. last we left off, you guys were just coming off of fighting the magic beetle in the desert. Pull up notes. After that, you went and turned it into the Magi. Not the Magi, just simply the Hunters Guild. Basically, they told you they didn't expect anyone to ever beat that thing. Gave you guys some stuff, and you guys gained enough XP to get yourselves from what your level was to level 20, so you took the downtime for that. After that, you decided to hunt Elder Brain, ? And, well, after trying to awaken it, because its intelligence was too low, Roran beat it with a stick. A very powerful stick, but he beat it with a stick. Confused by this creature's presence and what it was even about, you guys decided to backtrack its path and where it went. Doing so led you guys to the crater that is formerly known as Sahith and the infected zone. Sai discovered that upon entering a strange sort of void space, that whatever forces make up the weave seem to be unraveling in that space, and the space is devoid of life. When you tried to turn in the quest at the Magi Assembly, or you turned in the quest, then you tried to take a part over to the Hunters Guild because that technically gets you points with the Hunters Guild. You found out that this creature didn't even exist as far as the Hunters Guild is concerned, so you had to go to the Magi Assembly to have them go register the creature and send someone out to actually inspect the corpse and all that. They took down some information so that they could know exactly where the corpse was to send out the survey team. And then Oni tried to bribe the Magi Assembly to change their name to the Mages Guild. To which the person said that they would submit your request. And that is actually all I remember right now.
Yeah, we ended
was
when I was getting
really-
spells. And I think people were taking off because I had a big list.
I know. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think the only thing is we found out that it's not even part of the Elder Brains family, or at least like a distant cousin of it.
Yeah, you're correct. It is. It's not even technically part of that species.
So yeah, and then Sai tried to make it like we'll try to get the name of a Hydra Brain or a Hydra Elder Brain.
All right. He did. You are correct. So I tried to get it named Hydra something or other.
We are the Hydra killers. We're not the big brain killers.
Technically, we're not the Hydra killers anymore because, well, we didn't kill a Hydra, but now we just have that name.
I mean, you've killed several Hydra, so I mean, it's fair to call you Hydra killers. It was just killing the Dread Hydra that kind of put the nail in the coffin to call you Hydra killers.
True. We killed a baby Hydra and killed 2 green ones, I believe.
Yep.
Only's gonna go back home real quick and make a demi-plane in his room.
Okay. Assuming you know the demi-plane spell, there shouldn't be a complication with it.
Only's gonna go in there as a demigod. He claims his demi-plane, so this is where he's gonna be able to spawn at if he ever dies.
Okay, that's fair.
then just regroup with everybody else once he's done with that. I don't think that would take long for Oni, but that's what he's gonna do.
Okay, so Oni's up to creating a demi-plane that he'll be able to return to. Sai is currently still purchasing spells. It was a rather long list. Tofik, what are you up to?
Probably just going through his spell book, like I'm actually doing right now, and trying to figure out his spell out.
Okay.
Just spending time, and it's basically kind of like like private contemplation and stuff like that.
Okay. And Roran.
He's probably just sitting around wondering if we'd be strong enough to take down Naze yet. Probably not, since we just hit 20.
Yeah, I would say that with with what knowledge you do have of your creator, you're fairly certain that you're not far off from being able to at least match him. At least as long as he's by himself. So I mean, it would take a little more work from you guys to be able to face off against him. The other part that might concern you a bit is he could ask other people to assist him. You know, the only two who wouldn't directly assist him right away would be, what's his face? What is his character's name? I know it starts with Z. Zed. You know Zed wouldn't technically help him because Zed was the only one who actually went on to be like true good. So he wouldn't help, and Oni's character's what was your character's original name, Oni? Man, I
Raiden.
think I'd have this. Raiden, right. The two of them probably wouldn't help because Raiden's remained neutral in most conflicts that you've witnessed between your creator and any other thing. And Zed is outright kind of opposed Naze, because what Naze is doing isn't exactly kosher. But he's also not stopping him. But he could still have help from Nate, especially since someone in your party has a direct tie to Nate, and he could also probably get some help from. Oh, I know it's not 95. Who was your last character? Robert?
Robert.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
He's been trying to get his name back, but it's gone. Goddamn face.
So, you're confident with a little bit more work, your current team could take Naze by himself. But if he had assistance from even just one of the other people, Dead Knight, you're gonna have your work cut out for you.
And the other two, he would know are gods.
Yeah. So. All right, I'm gonna say you're the first one to finish because you're the one who actually has yours. Actually has an expiration date. The rest can be contemplative and last for an eternity if left unchecked. So you get your long list of spells. I'm also gonna say that that's a pretty penny. But you guys have so much money that I doubt it matters. I swear, I was literally just looking at that list. Where did it go? Sorry. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 8th level spells. So 17 very rares. I'm gonna say probably somewhere around 800 to a million iridium.
All right, I'll deduct 1 million. Can I just deduct Oni's bribe?
I mean, we're millionaires. Only would not know this. I think
So you
those.
finish. You finish first. You finish first. Side. What do you do next?
I will let the group know that I have purchased my scrolls and now I have to jam them into my book. Give me a holler if you need me. Oh, yeah. There'll there'll be a snowman me at the house. He can get a hold of me, or you can just use him.
Since it is relevant. Psi. Roll me 4d100s. That's an interesting set of rolls.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Just because it was relevant to the timing. All right. So then that means the next person's who's had a more finite ending was Oni. So after you set up your demi plane, get things set up, what do you do next?
I would like to try one of. Wait, let me see. Once per day. Does the feed of many things? Does that like last the whole day or just only for a while?
Depends on which effect you get.
I guess yeah. He's very curious about it, so he'll use the feed.
Alrighty, roll me a d6.
A tool, my lord. You know.
Oh, this one is both funny and sad at the same time. Hold on, I need to remind myself because it's been a hot second since I looked at that, what that exactly does. So 1 second. Wild magic sorcerer. Ah. So, until you finish your next long rest, all spells you cast are under the effect of Tides of Chaos,
Oh,
which gives you
alright.
advantage on any spell attacks, or basically gives disadvantage to anyone. in this instance, gives anyone disadvantage against your saving throw. Saving throw you initiate. But the wild magic table gets rolled every time you cast a spell.
It's a risk I have to take. What's number 2 called? Tides of Chaos?
Yep.
He will note that down after feeling that.
And now I need
I
to
guess
go import.
trying to reach him.
I was just saying I just need to go import that table now because I kind of forgot about that table. Continue.
I don't think he's really have like a true god that he follows right now. He would try to see if he could reach out to any kind of, I don't know if there's any luck god left or they're alive.
You redeem Timora.
Okay, so I don't know where they're alive though, or like in character. He doesn't know.
You are correct. Tayamora is alive. So you're trying to reach out to a luck god.
Yeah,
High or low, odd or even?
a highly odd question.
It was highly odd. Because you called it successfully, I'm going to say you would, in fact, reach Lady Timora.
Oh, hey. You see, I kind of ascended and become a demigod, and I need a god. Can you be my god?
Hold on, I need to actually look up D&D Timora.
Great, I love how you're like, we redeemed Timor. Like, how did you remember that? Oh yeah, because you got all that money from that person.
Second incarnation of the goddess Luck. How does she feel about certain people? Well, she's a good god. That you don't have to worry about. She's open to the idea.
Oh, sweet. Is there any anything I need to do, or just pray to you like once a day and I'm good?
Uh, she would inform you she has a temple in the Black City. Well, you need to visit once a week and pay an offering of 10,000 iridium. And when you do that, the priest is going to ask you to roll some dice, and you gain favor every time you get a positive outcome.
You got me at rolling dice.
Well, may
Oh
you
no,
have Mashaba's own luck.
I hope I got luck. Only is gonna message everyone. So just keep this on the down low so Nate doesn't know. I got a new god. It's God of Luck, and I'm gonna head to the church right now, and I'm gonna pay my offerings.
You know these things aren't secure, right?
I would say, is Nate on this line? It's like, isn't Nate in part of this group chat?
Why
You
does
know,
why does it say there's 9 people listening?
didn't Roran also outwardly warn that everybody in that group, at the very least, Nays was capable of listening in?
Oh God, I don't remember.
Well, and you have a cleric who probably has your blood, your hair, knows you very personally, and can just scry on you whenever the fuck he wants to.
Don't I could probably beat his saving throw if I get a nat 20.
Sure, you keep telling yourself that.
I'm thinking about it. I'm like, no, cause he gets because you get negatives just because he has all that extra stuff.
Oh yeah. I don't think
Yes, we'll find out, won't we? Anyway, yes, totally secure line. You just told everybody that you found a new god and you want to go to her church and pay to gamble.
sometimes you have to feel lucky, and I feel lucky.
Well, may Bashaba be with you.
For the record, I do have the undetectability boon that protects against divination.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah.
That'd be actually a perfect boon to get.
I'd be like, oh, he's talking to one of those people who are protected again. I always wondered with that. So,
Like I have that too. So like was this whole line like um blocked, blocked,
Everyone has a
blocked,
VPN
blocked?
except for
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
so if say a party is sitting around a fire and somebody's trying to, define the party, and he tries, and everybody at the party but one person is wearing a amulet against protection against location detection and all that. Would they be able to listen to, say they scry on, they finally find that one person who's not wearing his necklace, they scry on that person. Do they hear everybody at the party? They hear everybody because it's not like, because the other person are protected against being located, but once you've, oh, it's like weird. I gotta like a session.
Does scrying give sound? I think it's just vision.
I think you could switch between two on, I think between both or something like that. That's a good
One
question.
moment.
Also,
As
I
far
have
as
a
as
good
far as
question
official
tomorrow.
ruling, I do not know. But my ruling, because this has actually come up, is I've always treated it like the person who has immunity to divination is like obscured and their voice is distorted.
Okay, that makes that
They're
makes
they're
sense. I
they're
like
the
that.
guy sitting in the shadow going.
Yeah, exactly.
That is no
You
man.
you can see and hear through the sensor as if you were there,
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
remains within 10
which I
feet
also
of
did not know that either.
operation.
I thought it was just C, but
If
that makes
something
sense.
can see the sensor, it appears as a luminous orb about the size of your fist.
I like my description better. A giant floating eyeball.
I've always went with the eyeball too, but then because it always
That could
matches
be an
with
orb.
the arcane eye spell.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, you make your way to the temple. It's really not that hard to find, as there aren't very many temples to gods left in the temples district.
Oh shit! What happened
Last
Wrecking crew.
campaign.
there?
hmm
Yep.
I think someone was making way for
uh,
orphanages.
so as you walk in, the place is fairly luxurious. White marble walls, um, gold plated things, gold leafed things. You'll see a priest appears to be a Goliath.
Oh,
Finally, someone taller than you. Barely, though.
yeah.
Only a couple inches. He is wearing a nice, long, flowing white robe with gold, and I believe her crest is. Hold on, I literally just saw it. Her symbol is a face-up coin, so it looks like a coin.
Hello.
Welcome to the Temple of Timora. Are you the demigod I was told to keep an eye out for?
Yes, I'm here to do my offering for this week.
He'll lead you up front, and there's like this
slot machine.
No, it's more like a bowl, but it's like, how do I put this? It's like a bowl with a bunch of holes in it. So like almost like a cheese grater style. So it's just a bowl in shape, like a half circle in a shape, but there's a bunch of holes in it that look like they lead to the pedestal that's on, which it's a very large like dais. Just place your offering in here, and the dice shall appear for you.
I placed offering.
You'll see 2 6-sided dice appear.
All right.
Roll those 6-sided dice.
Like shakes it, blows it into his hand, and rolls. 2, right? Just double check.
Yep, 2. You
5 and
feel
a 3.
this. You feel this surge of energy go through you. You currently have 1 luck point.
Let's go. I should put something down for luck.
You're lucky. This is Timora, not Bishaba's. It looks like luck smiles upon you, young demigod.
Thank you.
We look forward to seeing what what your future holds.
You're gonna see a lot of great things, hopefully. As he kind of like mutters the hopefully part under his breath. And Oni would just try to regroup back with everybody else.
Okay, I think everybody's still at the house, so when you enter, there's a Sai just kind of standing there.
Is this the thing you said?
Do you have true seeing?
No.
Then it's
Actually, let
Sai.
me check. Do I have the boon? No, you didn't. I didn't get it.
So we regrouped.
Yep. Party is back together. What would the party like to do now?
Anyone want to go to the Astral Sea? I still have that tip to advance my star power. Told to go to the Astral Sea.
Yeah.
Sai pulls out 2
If you like.
bags.
What are those?
Bags of holding.
Oh, ha 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 ha! Not in the house. Not in the house. We don't. It'll just suck a bunch of shit in. We just got all this stuff. I don't need you to. But if you really want to do it that way, we can go in the backyard and. Oh, this will be fun. I'm pretty sure young Roran had a better way to get us to the Astral Sea than to shove one bag of holding into another and create an explosive force that sucks us into a strange place.
Not
In
really,
a
no.
random location. No, you would want to do that. Oh, wait, never
No,
mind.
I just don't have the means to get us there.
We do have.
Wait, do druids have access to
I do
plane
have.
shift?
I do have a. I can. I'm pretty sure have the plane shift spell, and I'm pretty sure I actually probably have it.
Oh yes, I do. I don't have it prepared.
You do know that you have somebody in your party who has a metric fuck ton of forks.
Yes, I know we have the forks. I just wanted to make sure I had the spell prepared.
Oh, is this going to be another one of those problems where everyone has the spell but no one has it ready?
Well, I just had to take an hour to
Oh,
Yeah.
I can do it.
study and
But if you want to have it open,
what is a plane shift?
7th
Seventh
level,
level?
sir.
Is it? Yeah, I definitely don't have it. I still haven't even actually. I probably and I still have a bunch of spells I can actually on my. I don't have my maximum spells. So yes, I will say I do have it since I don't have my maximum spells. I'll spend 7 minutes reading over plane shift so I can add that to my memory banks. I keep forgetting we leveled up and I have to add spells to my list.
Oh, me too, actually.
It's like, why can't I prepare it? Because you're in the edit mode. Oop. And we can, if we need to, plane shift. Ooh. So, yeah, we can always cast a spell if you want. I know that because I know you have the. So I think we have all the rods. I think. Do. I wonder if the spell's actually set up. Yeah, let's find out. Prepared. 7. No, it's not.
Yeah, if you ever need a rod, it's in my room.
Okay. Consume a spell slot. Do not need that. Item 13. Uh, ah, back.
All right, so how are we getting there?
Uh,
Prophet's plane shifting us.
yeah. Just trying to make sure this actually uses spell points and not that. Okay. So it shouldn't be. See if that worked.
I assume everybody's willing.
Yes.
Yeah.
The space begins to fill with sparkly dust and the sound of clocks. It begins to swirl faster and faster until it becomes a small cyclone, consuming all 4 of you. You find yourself transported into a space that appears to be endless in every direction, full of stars and rocks and... Oh, look, there's a skeleton as it floats by. You see it has exactly 1 shoe on, the rest of its equipment has deteriorated.
That must be a good shoe.
What condition is the shoe in?
Pristine.
Oh, and you should collect that shoe.
Why?
There may be somebody who has the other, and we can be like, hey, look, we have the other shoe. We can, maybe we can make arrangements. Maybe it's a special single shoe. Does he have a foot, or does he look like he should have been wearing 2 shoes?
Yes, he does look
Or
like he
more?
should be
Okay.
wearing 2 shoes.
Okay.
Stab me? No.
Oh, well, I will wheel myself over to the shoe and collect it then. Or fly if I have to, if that's how it works. I do have a fly speed.
Where do we have to go?
No idea.
Those of you who bear star signs, the sign begins to glow.
I hold the hand out in front of me. Do I feel a pull in any direction, or?
Oh, you get more than that. As you hold your hand out, you see these specks, these lights that appear to be stars, rearrange into the form of your constellation.
Found it.
Oh, sweet.
Yours is the twin swimming fish. So I assume you head in that direction?
Yeah.
As you go to move, you stay in place.
I pull out a boat and start rowing.
And Sai looks silly because he is now in a boat and staying in the exact same place.
I think that's working.
It's like soup!
Can I roll Arcana to determine my knowledge of the Astral Sea?
You certainly can. Sai also has a book on planes, but that's up to him to pull out. After taking a moment to look around and kind of recall some lesson books that you've perused throughout your life, you remember an excerpt about movement in the astral sea is not about the physicality, but rather the mentality. You can't force yourself to move, but by sheer thought alone, you will move wherever you will.
Yeah, we need to direct ourselves with our minds.
I ima- I imagine fucking Topic's been swimming, like doing backstrokes in front of you, like just moving like around you guys in circles the whole time. Just will yourselves, guys. That's all I have to do. Did I get that shoe?
Yes, you are able to attain the shoe. Can you roll me a... Hold on. Is it wisdom or is it charisma?
Oh no.
How
Please
much
tell me
of the skeleton comes with his shoe?
The entire leg. A wisdom. Can you roll me a wisdom saving throw, please?
I'm gonna throw fate and give him a D10.
that was
You
good.
can
Alright.
add
Wow.
a D10,
Actually,
sir.
I'm gonna do that to myself too. That's horrible.
All right, with a
Oh hey, damn.
over
There we
with
go.
over 40, you're good. I wasn't
God
gonna say
damn.
nothing, but that was a DC. That was a DC 30.
Oh damn.
As you pull the leg, you just see these black tendrils that try to like encompass your hand, but the moment you hear the voices and the whispers, it's like the tentacles wither away. Your mind is too strong for them.
That's funny. I was messing around. Yeah, that should have been. I think. Well, that should. Oh, weird.
And you know that this is a magical item.
Huh. I figured it was. It's everything else faded away as it was.
So, I'm giving that information. I pull out my book, and I'm gonna tuck it under one arm, and I'm gonna dive into off the boat, willing myself to dive, and then I'm gonna be swimming backwards while reading the book on planes.
In what direction are we heading? My.
Towards
Towards
the
the giant.
sh-
Yeah, the giant constellation of fish.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, we can actually. Okay.
I have to
So
Yeah,
keep.
as soon as Roran held out his hand, the stars rearranged into the
Got
sign
you.
of Pisces.
So I didn't know if he could. It was something he could. So we all see it. Like, okay, hey, you. Gotcha. A fishing we will go.
I
A
have to keep
fishing we will go.
because I often steer off course.
It takes you guys a good 3 hours to get to where you're going,
oh my
because
goodness.
unfortunately, movement speed in the astral sea is strictly based upon your intelligence score.
Damn.
I think it's five times your intelligence score,
Oh.
or something like that.
Oh,
So if
okay.
you were really smart, it's really good. But if you're not smart,
Damn, I can
Yeah,
fucking.
definitely
I
not.
also I also just have to Claire. I just have to make sure everyone here has at least a 10 in intelligence, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, what? You
Okay,
can't go
good.
anywhere if you don't have a 10?
You go backwards.
Yes, exactly. So one of the things that I was watching another group do this, and they were talking about this in depth. So apparently, the astral sea is not only that you need your mind to move, you have to even have a strong enough mind to move it. So if you don't meet the DC 10, or not the DC 10, but the requirement of 10, you just sit there and float aimlessly.
Oh.
And eventually you
What do
lose
you have?
your shoe.
What do you have a negative? How does that work?
That's what I'm saying.
You're
You just if you have a 10, then you're good, but anything below a 10 and you're just floating around in the astral sea like a retard.
It just throws you out.
You just sit there. Like an
You walk
astronaut,
backwards. You have a
like they do
negative.
to those astronauts in the space station where they set them out in the middle and then let them go, and they just kind of just float there. Yeah.
Till they get hit by a stray screw that rotted
Why
off.
can't I? Why can't I move?
It still takes you 3 hours to get there, and when you get there, you find a golden door, like a giant set of doors that are made of gold. It appears, and you see one. The left side appears to have a white fish that is pointed down, and the right side appears to have a black fish pointed up. And a convenient space that looks, interestingly enough, like a hand.
I'll approach the doors and place my hand on the hand marker.
You'll see your star sign begins to fade as the door begins to glow. At first, it just is the area around where your hand touches, but it soon spreads to these canals that show a blue light. And when the light reaches each fish, they invert. So left becomes white, or left becomes black, and right becomes white. And the doors swing inward slowly.
What do I see as it opens?
Kind of nothing. It's not. It's definitely a different space than the astral sea, but it's almost more black. But it also doesn't appear to be solid. There's with your level of perception and sights that you have, blind sight in particular, you almost feel like it's a black liquid. And would have a similar feeling to when you were at the bottom of the ocean.
Alright, I'll step through.
Anyone else following him?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll follow behind.
You must do this alone. No,
Oh,
it's fine.
Roar.
Okay, I have to go.
Roran is the only one exempt from this question. Do you dream?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Not anymore.
Tofik?
No, I don't sleep anymore.
Oh, this is gonna be
Dreaming
bad.
doesn't have to make a difference. You can still.
Yeah, I don't think
you
I've,
can
I don't
still
think, I don't
dream,
think
but you
he's
don't
ever
require sleep.
dreamed. I think I'm in that
You've
whole
been in
robot.
dreams.
You know, do the question is what do robots dream of electronic sheep?
So, I'll start with the two easier ones. Tofik and Oni, as you enter the doors, you look around and do not see your companions. Each of you floats in a space that's...
Oh, you have to enter the dream world. Yeah.
It's complete. It's like a blank canvas to you. There's nothing nothing that you can see in any direction. And in fact, if you turn around to see where you entered, there is no longer a door.
There's no one around anymore.
Nope. It is just you by yourself in this endless expanse that's like a blank canvas. Because you have dreamed at one point, Oni,
Mhm.
you see images begin to surface in these little bubbles. And you recognize them almost immediately as dreams you've had in the past.
No, I used to have these.
Some of them don't even appear to be your own dreams, but dreams that were about you.
Oh,
So you're you're quote participating in the dream, but you are not actually the dreamer. For Tofik, it's even stranger because you start to see numbers and letters, and each one that surfaces from a bubble appears to be like a serial number. And each serial number has a K, an M, an I or a D next to it. Or rather, it ends that way, I should say. And then you hear distant sounds of, well, like welders at work, engineers pounding out sheet metal, sounds of metal sizzling as it's being poured from a crucible into its mold. Things that just remind you of a factory, and a very large scale one. Sigh. It's like you're back home. The sky is blue, purple, green, yellow, red as it's kind of cycling through really fast. The trees are dancing back and forth. But the thing that is weird to you as is the other toons you see are not in color. They're all black and white. The landscape and the area around you is colored, but the creatures are not. Thank you. And you feel this irresistible pull to follow this yellow brick road that you see before you.
I gotta follow the brook, but I gotta give the tunes paint. So I'm gonna pull out a paint gun and start shooting the tunes to give them color.
As soon as the paint comes out of your gun, it turns black.
You cruel wizard! I start running down the road. I gotta find this guy. He's gotta be stopped.
Roran, you're in a different situation. As you enter, your space is immediately changed, and you hear the sounds of what sounds like a school and a bunch of children. You hear the pounding of metal, the sizzle of metal, the sound of welding, and your space is invaded by all of these colors. Reminds you of your early days of adventuring. But it doesn't stay stable. As you kind of venture into the space, you find that there's a point where it looks like a vortex, where the color is bleeding into this vortex. The sounds you're hearing of factory work are bleeding into this vortex. The sound of school children and younger adults are pouring into this circle. And then you hear and see thousands and thousands of others in all directions coming into this vortex. At the bottom, again, you have such high perception that there is no roll required. At the bottom of the vortex, you can see two fish swimming in a counterclockwise pattern.
I'll head towards fish. Can I fly here or?
Yes, you find whatever you will seems to happen. As you approach the fish, they begin to rise up and seem to be making their way towards you, which is in turn bringing the vortex with them, kind of changing the funnel pattern. At a certain
Uh,
point, you'll be less than 5 feet from each other.
I'll say, hello. I've come seeking what do they say, to dedicate myself fully.
You hear a voice emit from the fish, but it is not a normal voice. It's almost like thousands of voices speaking at one time. Are you truly ready to support the weight of dreams upon your shoulders? To make sure that no villain takes away one's ability to dream.
I believe I am, yes.
Then the pillars shall be strengthened. And you see the two fish dissolve into a sphere of black and a sphere of white as they encircle each other and shoot into your body as a stream of energy. The final level of Pisces has some changes to its base effects, but you can do two things differently. One, you can add dreams as one of your domains. And the second is, well, actually, there's three things. The second is that you can pull any creature into a dream space. Which has a lot of its own mechanics. And then the third thing is that you always, it's not loud enough to be annoying or at the forefront of your mind, but at the back of your consciousness, you now just inherently hear everybody's dreams. And will know if someone is dreaming nearby.
I assume this is literal dreams, not like daydreams or
Correct.
ambitions.
Correct. Daydreams will only apply if they're actually in a dreaming state rather than just being, well, their mind wandering. So basically, they have to cross into the dream realm in order for you to perceive that it's happening.
If this is, am I aware that my companions seem to be stuck in dream realm now?
Yes, you can sense that all three of them are currently stuck in their own dreams.
Then I'll try to bring them back out.
And again, you now have total control. So 1 minute you're running down the brick road, sigh. The next a tunnel, like the cartoonish train tunnel appears in front of you, and before you can stop yourself, you tumble through, and you find yourself back in the astral sea. And for Oni and Tofik, you see a door appear that has a giant exit sign.
She took the color away from the tunes.
It's just a dream.
That was a nightmare.
It's also a dream.
Oh.
Weird dream. Saw something that didn't even look like mine.
So I'll finish the changes before they become relevant. But just for note, you can now use states 1 through 5 at will. There's no longer a once a day to it. It still has the energy cost, but you can now use it indefinitely in terms of turning it on and off. And then there will be a more powerful state that does significantly more damage that kind of takes the place of what you've been doing before. So that one will be a once a day, but it will be significantly more powerful.
Okay.
I believe it was 10d6 per round. And then if you get to the next level up, it turns to 10d8s. So you're all floating in the astral sea, and your tattoo has changed now. It is now, instead of just being kind of bluish, like stencil style drawing, it looks like an intricate tattoo of a black and white fish circling each other.
Are the fish moving in his tattoo?
Because you guys have such high perception, yes. To a normal person, it's just always is as it is, but to you guys, you can see it ever so slowly turning.
That is awesome.
So do you want to look for the others? I know Tofik has sign.
Yes, I have to search the goat. I actually need to look into that.
Hold your hand up like Roran did. Do you see the goat?
I listen to Sai's advice.
Give me a cardinal and or sub-cardinal direction.
Southwest.
As you hold your hand up, you see the sign for Capricorn appear. Or rather, the stars rearrange for it to appear.
Oh damn. Oni, do you not possess a sign also?
Oh, I don't
When
possess
dice
any.
there.
All right, we wanted to get you Aquarius, I think,
Oh. Age
but we forgot why we were doing this in the first place, so kind of fell to the back burner.
Right. Do we still want to get him Aquarius?
I mean, it doesn't. The time shift didn't change your desire. It's just knowledge of why you were doing it.
Was Aquarius where is the knowledge that we had Aquarius of previous brain part? Do we
Uh,
have knowledge of where Aquarius would be? Because we had knowledge of where the other ones were.
Unfortunately, not, because the only thing you knew is it was in Rogar's tomb. Since Rogar is no longer dead, there is no longer a tomb.
So we got to find a Rogar.
Well,
Correct.
for now, we should probably head to Capricorn sign.
Yep.
Sounds like
We're
somebody
we're,
needs
we're
to
swimming
handle
and swimming and shooting shit.
That actually might be a lot harder than you think.
Not trust.
I'm gonna let it slide just because this group is so powerful that there's no point. But I will say, if this was a lower level group of adventurers, I would make you roll to see if you can talk and think about moving the correct direction at the same time.
That is fair.
Because there's a difference between walking and talking, and then having to actually think about where you're going and still can maintain the conversation at the same time. But you guys are skilled, so. This one takes you even longer to get to, roughly 6 hours. But you will come to a set of golden doors that has a, a goat, a goat fish, which is holding a hourglass, and of course a conveniently placed handprint.
I will mimicking what happened before. I will do the same.
Should we wait out here, Mr. Coffee?
You can.
I think these are more intended for the individual bearing the sign.
Yeah, I yeah.
Very good. I just wanted
As
to
the
make sure.
light as the light fades from your hand and goes into the door, it seems to pool around the hourglass. And instead of the door opening, you see cracks begin to spiderweb through the door. And then it just shatters. But all the pieces seem to be suspended in some sort of force. But you do see a space different than the astral sea in front of you.
Mm. Yeah, I will walk into that, giggling to myself as I remember my level 3 passive and how I used to use it to mess with Oni, which is to enter the dreams of any living creature you are aware of and interact with them. And I used to do that with Oni all the time, so I might not have dreamt, but I used to go into other people's dreams um, as I stepped through this amazing depiction of broken glass or whatever it is.
As you step through, you find yourself lesser. Think C3PO from the prequel days.
All naked and stuff.
Yes, it seems to be your version of adolescence. You're an exoskeleton, you're circuitry, but you're incomplete. You find yourself on a cold metal floor in a space that looks like a giant assembly line. Would be a good word for it. You see others who look like your complete form, all shiny and new, like in chrome, with the serial numbers stamped across them. But their serial numbers do not have those letters at the end.
Oh.
You do see a set of doors at the other end of the factory.
I will start heading in that direction.
As you get halfway between where you started and where those doors are, you just get this urge to look back.
I guess I'll look back.
It's just the space behind you. Looks just like the factory, looks exactly as you passed by it. But as you turn your attention back forward, you see you have completed arms. The rest of you is still exoskeleton-ish, but your arms have full metal sheets on them. But they're shiny and chrome.
I will try to continue my progress to the door.
As you get 3/4 of the way there, you have the sudden urge to look back again.
I will look back again. And
It's the same as last time. It's a little bit more because you're farther along. But nothing is out of place.
I keep traveling.
As you turn back, your legs are complete. All shiny and new. Once you get to the door, you have an urge to look back.
Do so again.
Nothing has changed. All appears to be the same.
And I will check out the door.
As you do that, you find that your chest components are completed. You see your beautiful serial number, which I am currently forgetting.
Yeah. Of course, I have the book right there, and I was like, I got it right down.
Now you're not afraid to admit that I've forgotten that serial number.
I'm trying. I gotta figure out the last time I actually wrote it down at the top of the page. 1B63S-011.
That is emblazoned in a black font with like a gold edging. And as you test the door, you find that it is a push door. You may enter it if you wish.
I will enter the door.
As you enter the door, it is a completely different place. You find yourself holding another construct that looks like you. But he has a giant hole in his chest and he is missing an arm. And his head is lolled back to the side. And taking in the area around you, it is utter chaos. The grounds are a wasteland with fires burning on wooden structures. You see many other constructs like you firing like these energy-based weapons into the distance, into this shadowy-looking army. And these creatures are just tearing through these constructs.
I pick up his weapon and my weapon, and I join in.
As you advance and attempt to push back this horde of shadows, you'll notice a path in front of you that appears to be incredibly worn, and a path that appears to be less used.
And it made all the difference. I'll take the path less taken.
As you start to go down that path, you get the urge to look behind you.
I'll look behind me.
You see more constructs who have fallen in battle. You see other races. Some you can't identify, but they look like rounded-eared elves. And you see orcs and elves and dragonborn all kind of part of this body as this army continues to advance.
Wow. Yeah, I will kind of like scan the area, like trying to figure out where I don't know might be needed, or
As you begin to scan, you notice your body is no longer shiny and chrome. It is dirty, it is damaged. Nothing fatal, but you do see significant damage to, like, there's like a part of your side that's missing, and it almost seems like you can barely see out of your right optical circuit. It's kind of dim. But as you look around, you see what appears to be one metal structure with its doors open and a couple constructs like signaling for people to make it to this building. And the shadows have kind of arced their way towards that building now instead of moving straight forward.
we gotta kind of stop that from happening. Let's see how many constructs we can get to that building before those monsters get there.
You're able to save a few. They follow you. And heading towards that building, you have the urge to look back again.
I look back.
There appears to be an airship,
Hmm.
like nose first in the ground, on fire. You see a statue of a five-headed dragon with three of its heads broken off.
Colors.
And you see the platinum statue of Bahamut, which seems to always not make it to where it's supposed to go, is been toppled over, and its wings have been broken off. They lay nearby so that you know that they're wings, but they're broken off.
Huh. Well, this is strange. Are they like facing each other, or were they facing each other, or?
They actually seem to have been standing together.
Hmm. What color heads remain on Tiamat?
Green, white, and red. Sorry, no, just green and red. Sorry. I said 3, not 2.
Yeah. Green. Huh. You said a crashed airship and then statues. Oh. Yeah. I think I have to continue forward.
As you turn back forward, you're missing an arm. Your entire chest plate is missing, so your chest cavity is actually exposed. You're dragging your left foot behind you, and you now cannot completely see out of your right eye. But as you make your way towards the entrance, you have one final urge to look behind you.
Oh wow. Like I'm already like abused the way I am. No, I turn around. I have to know.
You see the Shadow Army has stopped advancing as 5 individuals appear to be holding them at bay. One appears to be the keeper. One a warrior who looks like a burnt tree almost. One is a tiny halfling. One is a human. A rounded-eared elf with white armor on. And the final one appears to be another rounded-eared human, not human, elf, who's wearing robes that suggest to you sorceress origins.
There's a burnt tree, two rounded eared elves, and a halfling.
And then the keeper. That's the only one you actually recognize.
Here it goes. I turn back to the door.
This time you are on the ground, dragging yourself in with just your right arm because your left arm is gone, your entire lower half is gone. You feel like half your face is missing. And all you can do to move forward is to grip with your right hand, drag yourself forward, and keep going in that way.
I will do so.
And as everything fades to black going into that space, you hear a voice. And you hear the sound of machines. Almost like a heartbeat, but not quite right. It's more like machine frequencies. And you recognize this voice as Link's. I will do better next time. I will make sure tragedy like this does not happen again. The next time you wake, it will be because a new tyrant has taken the stand, and their very stance threatens existence. But until then, rest well, soldier. And you feel your consciousness fade. And you feel yourself free falling for a moment through this black space. But eventually, you find yourself standing in a similar blank canvas to the dream world you were in. Except in the middle, you will see a golden statue of a goat that holds out an hourglass.
What position is the sand in?
It's not really in a position. It's like
Okay. Oh shit.
it's it's like suspended flowing upwards on one side. On the other side, it's suspended flowing downwards. But it's not actually filling either side of the hourglass.
Oh, crazy. Okay. And, whew, I'll take the hourglass.
As you lay your hands on the hourglass, a voice that sounds as if it is made of thousands of voices addresses you. Are you ready to shoulder the responsibility that is associated with those who must watch time?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Can you restrain yourself from changing things just because they're inconvenient?
In my daily diligence, I will do everything in my power to not change time.
For one who seeks to control and manipulate time, oftentimes wastes time looking back at things they should have done, but do not necessarily need to change for the outcomes they want to happen. This is the burden you shall bear as its pillar. And with that, the hourglass breaks, and the suspended sand seems to glow and shoot into your form. And your sign changes from the normal Capricorn sign to an hourglass with goat horns.
Huh.
Like Roran, yours gets a significant boost, and it has 3 outcomes, or 3 major changes. The first being the same as his, in the fact that you can now use your normal 1 through 5 at will. It still costs the energy, but it is no longer restricted to once a day. The second is that you are now aware at all times whether you are on a normal timeline, an altered timeline, or a broken timeline. And finally, I'd say this is actually the greatest part of your power. You are always aware of what happens when you perform an action that is intentional to change time. If you're just performing an action to do something, it's not going to tell you every outcome that can happen. But if you intend to change time or manipulate time in any way, you'll know the exact result that'll happen.
Hmm.
You can also,
Interesting.
and also in the same vein, your form upgrade that you can use once a day will actually allow you to basically have a semi-permanent time stop. Oh, and you get to roll 10d20 now.
Oh, damn.
Twice for the good guys and bad, for the good and bad.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so 20 dice total.
I feel like I'm a bunch of. I feel like I'm one of those guys at the. What the fuck's. What's the name of that movie, baby? No, not the one we're watching. Black Sheriff. Black Sheriff. Yeah, the racist movie back in the day. Um, Mel
Blazing
Brooks.
Saddles.
Blazing Saddles. That's what just hit. Yeah, this thing. I feel like I'm at the campfire scene right now at my house. Just had some chili dogs. If you don't know the scene, everybody's eating beans, so you can just imagine the joke that
Hmm.
goes on.
Oh, and by the way, everything you saw, you feel like was real, like it actually happened.
I'm all looking at. Yeah, when I come back, I'm just staring at my body parts.
As you stare at yourself, you don't even need a perception check now. You realize you have been repaired, but with like spare parts.
Hmm.
Are you okay?
I believe so. It was a interesting time. Things I've been wanting to find out slightly since I've known you. And he kind of he and then Tophet kind of just goes quiet and his the light in his like his visor kind of dims, almost like somebody like kind of like closing their eyes and just like kind of just thinking about something. It just kind of goes quiet.
Uh, Sai, you've also have a star sign. Do you think you're ready for?
Dragon! I don't know. Yeah, I might be ready. Um, um, but I think we need to figure out what's is if Mr. Coffee went down.
What kind of? I'm guessing it was like some kind of mind busting journey you went on.
Mm, somewhat private.
But everything's okay, right?
Yes. Oh, everything is fine. I'm just trying to understand what it is I was shown and the responsibility for which I've accepted.
I think my star sign lit up, or it was just pointing me in the direction when we were at the old Elder Evil place. But I don't know.
It's like these tattoos are kind of scary to have.
Not scary to have, scary to for opponents. I mean, you've seen what we can do.
Yeah, true.
It is just another responsibility, only that if you do not want, do not accept, do not take it. It is something that, since I've had the power, I've kind of, I think, understood um, minutia. I have been kind of reluctant to use it. Um, Changing futures is somewhat terrifying, and now, and I think about all the different spells I could cast that would actually like change the future, just because of of their basic fucking nature. And it's like I see like if I cast this spell on, like, oh shit, that wouldn't even do anything for him because he does this or whatever, and I gotta just imagine little like shit just flying through my head, and it's like, but Donny, if I'll tell you this, if it's something that you're willing to do and whatever, we're here for you. You have friends. Um, I'm pretty sure if something comes up, uh, we'll be here for you. We're here for Roran. We all could have retired and left and done whatever we want. We are beyond, I think, what we had ever hoped and dreamed for. But we have a common goal, a common heart. A friend is in need, and here we are. Um, but are we going to see your sign, um, Sai, or do you feel you're not ready?
I don't think Draco's ready to show himself.
Oh, you didn't. Oh, it didn't show up. Oh, I'm sorry. Gotcha.
It
You put your
fizzled.
hand up. Did you do it the right way? You didn't put it up backwards. Like
I go
you put
counter
it.
spell.
Don't do that. Why would you do counterspell?
That's what it does.
Can't counterspell even do anything?
It's weird. And the fact that I forgot that you're and I will I'll tell you about the scene uh of the broken statues. For some reason that'll come to mind, and
Broken statues?
Was
yeah,
that
because
where
I
we
saw
were
he
when
said
we?
Draco, and then I'll bring up the broken Tiamat and Bahamut statues that I had seen in my little walkthrough.
Someone broke the statues.
Especially Tiamat and Bahamut.
I don't know if it means anything for you, my friend. It was just use Draco and connections. So
I'm sorry that your fellow dragon statues, as I talk to my hand, were broken.
Does that also talk to you now? You got a sword that talks to you, and now you have a tattoo?
I have a sword that talks to me.
You have a sword that talks to you? Let your sword talk to you.
Or
Then you're. I mean,
I
oh, he's
pull
got a
out my
pen.
pen and, and I say, Proto, did you eat the sword that talked to me? Because I don't have a sword that talks to me.
He's got a pen that talks.
I wonder how that pen feels from
That pen feels mightier than a sword.
being a sword to now a pen. Is that what that believes, or is that what you believe?
Well, when Proto decides he wants to talk to you again, I can tell you. Right now he's mad at you.
What I do?
I don't know. He won't talk to me. He's mad at you.
Doesn't that mean he's mad at you?
No, he's not mad at me. And I show the nice little gems on the side of him. He's happy because I filled up all those slots.
Maybe those gems aren't like super powerful, or so it's like you feed them what's a fast food place in this
Grasses are us. Where they serve nothing but
Arby's.
grass. It's a green food place.
world? Yeah, like you're feeding him grass for us, and then he wants some fine dining.
Okay.
I gave him an elder brain on Crack's cousin.
That wasn't the brain thing.
Oh, I mean, sorry. I gave him a giant Hydra on Crack's cousin. Name pending. No
It was
copyright infringements. And then I gave him 4 dual Hans on Crack. Mana Beetle on Crack.
I just feel like you just gave it crack then, didn't you? You're just saying crack at the end, so I think it's just crack.
Well, it's better than pets.
I beg to differ.
See, I told you he's not mad at me.
I didn't hear nothing.
See, he's mad at you. Told you.
But now he finally responds, so that means
But you didn't hear nothing. How do you know?
I never hear him. That's why we say it's not good to like talk to yourself when you're talking to him. Like, can't you talk to your mind?
There, I just talked in my mind. It was kind of boring, wasn't it, for you guys?
I'm guessing that was a nice conversation though. Like no one interrupted you. You were having a nice conversation with each other.
I wonder how Lalafell would taste.
Hmm. It'd be like a little Cornish game hen. And then, now, are you referring to a Lullafell or Oni?
Only still Lolafil.
I don't know that you qualify anymore.
he he may now be a different type of Lolafil.
You're a different type of Lalafell?
I mean, would they inherit my trait? Would any Lolafil inherit my traits of having a wooden skin?
You damn right they would. You're gonna have little wooden children.
And then if they lie, their noses will grow.
Oh, that's genius. A Lalafell who now only gives birth to the Japetans. Making a note.
Oh no.
Shall we head back?
Yeah.
The
Drago didn't do anything, right?
Nope.
Does it do anything when I talk to it? I told him sorry for his fellow dragon statues that were broken.
It does not.
what tattoo did you hand me? What was it?
We gotta go find one.
Yeah, well, okay.
Unless you just want to take cancer.
Yeah, you know, I have one. I have cancer.
I mean, it's in a jar right now.
Do I have to roll to see if cancer?
You do.
Do we do it here? What do we? Are we in the
Yeah.
stars? All right, I'm gonna open up my pocket dimension and pull out cancer off the off the shelf.
I
Starting
see
to
it only has
sound like a
cancer.
movie villain.
All right, I think we need to like have you like lie down and like put this
How am I gonna
machine
lie
over
down?
you. Think to lie down, and then we're gonna concentrate this light through this machine. And I'm gonna take a picture.
A what?
So I
It's a really bad joke.
start setting up an X-ray machine. We might have to hit you a couple hundred times.
Just give me the tattoo, and so I can have cancer now.
Here you go.
Now let's see if Oni has cancer.
Roll a D100.
74.
It does not react to you.
It rolled on the opposite side, didn't it?
More like one off.
Oh my goodness. Doesn't work. Hands it back.
All right, back on the shelf for you. One day we will find somebody.
Whatever. It's not like I wanted cancer anyways.
Be probably better if we take him to have sex, right? Found it very dirty. And Tophic will do the quotes, like air quotes. dirty streetwalker, and maybe we can get him crabs that way.
But no, I was talking
No.
about tattoo.
Oh, tattoo. Oh, tattoo. Why would you? What,
Yeah,
oh, I can do. I can give you a
but
tattoo.
that is also cancer.
Right? This is crab.
Maybe we should
Cancer is
have done it
crab
under the water.
under the sea. Under the sea.
Well, don't crabs also like appear above the sea?
Down where it's wetter.
Oh, I forgot. Just as a side
Better.
note, Tofik,
Yes, sir.
Fenbrix's attempts at creating modern day movies as plays is now gonna fall by the wayside because the new emperor doesn't support that initiative.
No.
That guy's gonna have to die. Shortest new emperor ever.
Probably not, considering the first emperor literally was a day.
Second shortest emperor ever. No, where are you at? I'm at 14th. Leave me alone. It's taking the time. There's only been 4 emperors. Oh. Oh, fuck.
Anyway, it would appear cancer is not compatible with Oni.
So, is there a way to, like, get a feel uh, for a sign's connection, what it's looking for? And maybe we could, or did we believe that Aquarius looking into it, that was like the closest
You
for
a-
Oni?
you asked the 15 most
Oh, that's
powerful beings
right.
in the universe which would be the best sign for him, and they told you it would be Aquarius.
That's right. That's right. I was trying to remember. I was like, how did we fuck the question? The day I asked for a caveat and was refused. But I love that power, though. I'll tell you what, that's fucking awesome. Even the DMs tried to walk out, and then, are you trying to leave? Why? You haven't answered my. Fuck. You're right. Hang
Uh-huh.
on. I'm gonna incriminate myself right now. Yes, you are. And it's so funny that Tofik is actually got the investigator background. Ah. So, I'm, we don't have Aquarius, right?
Nope.
No, and we have no clues about where it is.
Oh,
We
nice.
could try contacting the Celestial 12 and see if they have information about it.
Oh yes, I would. Do we know who? Do we know who carried?
Yeah, Rogar.
Hmm. Rogar's tomb. That's right. That's right. Duh. Brains. Um. I don't know that name just. Now that you know he's a Celestial 12, but the name Rogar doesn't he just sound something small, like maybe like a little halfling or something in a gnome.
Well, does that mean the we're gonna have to cut like Oni's like legs off so he's
Short. No, I believe. Maybe he was. For all you know, he could have. I don't know. I believe he was. And do we know what we do know what they are, right? Like the Celestial 12, they're kind of
Mm-hmm. They are
like
the
celebrities.
they are
Yeah.
considered the first adventuring group and the most famous.
Yeah.
They
So it's
have
like it.
done practically everything.
Yeah. But you see you see graffiti of him on the wall, and you're like, hey, look, it's Rogar, the blue dragonborn. Um, gotcha. Yes, but Rogar. Well, if he's alive, then would it be? Would the sign be available?
You can have more than one sign.
Oh,
Gemini's
we
proof
can.
of that.
Okay. Well, yeah, but Gemini.
And also the people who wield our like Pisces and
Yes,
they're still alive
that's
as well.
yes. I was thinking the same thing, but that was a. I thought that might have been a paradox thing. Like we were grandfathered in to a
Wait,
situation.
does Mr. Coffee now get very fucking confused because now he's got multiple timelines going through where we were on that quest?
Yes.
Ooh, what timeline are we on right now? Are we on a broken timeline? Straight what?
You are currently on an alternate timeline.
Okay.
And one that you sense was altered through a great either catastrophe or great event. It's kind of hard to tell at this point which direction that leans.
There's no way there's not a flashing light above Thai's head right now. Like,
Oh, there is. There is. I just hadn't
Danger!
figured out every
Danger!
one of your powers
Danger!
yet.
I killed somebody. I killed somebody. I killed somebody. That's why we're. Yeah, I won't. I won't. Ooh. Oh, that's weird. I don't know how I feel. Wow. Okay.
Technically, I didn't kill anyone.
Just
What do you
That's
imprisoned
how
mean?
you
for
always
all
want to hear.
eternity.
What do you mean you didn't kill anyone?
I true polyphomorphed his ass and gave him to a guardian.
Which
He
one?
imprisoned him for all eternity.
Which
Uh,
god do you give him to?
I gave him to my guardian, Terra, the one I'm trying to get
Oh,
closer to.
oh, that's right. That's right. I remember that now. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to get closer. She is hot, bro.
Well, I mean,
A
death
dunk,
is
a
like, hey,
dunk.
you know what? Every time you die, roll a D100, and if you fuck up, you don't get to come back. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm gonna separate myself from you. Thank you very much. Thank you for making me a number and everything, and I like my book and my robes and everything. But I'm gonna go over here with the guy that's making worlds.
Yeah, no, that would make sense. I'd understand it. That's why the time thing makes sense.
You think death wants to let you come back? Do you know how annoyed all the death gods are that fucking resurrection spells exist?
Oh,
Because the moment they scratch that guy off the list, okay, we finally got that soul, it's collected, it's back again. You son of a bitch! Just throws down the list and walks away.
There's some asshole out there that waits like 99 years on the 100-year limit and goes, aha!
You're not wrong. There actually is one who does that.
we've actually,
So I'm
we've
guessing the
actually,
life gods must love it then.
uh, we've actually changed it to
Oh
99
no, well,
years.
life gods do, yes, but life herself does not, because she, like her brother, establishes a balance. And so when people are brought back to life, it upsets said balance.
Hmm.
But they're just powerful enough that it doesn't really matter to them because they will just adjust. Whereas gods have to deal with in the system, those two create the system.
Mm.
We
So
are the
yes, it's
system,
annoying,
damn it.
but they just don't really care.
How
Believe me,
many?
if they cared, you wouldn't have those spells.
True.
I was say any god that has your soul can stop you from being fucking resurrected, anyways.
Yep. Except via Epic Wish.
I would say, obviously, I was,
Yeah.
DM caveats or DM fiat. I understand. Yeah, I was just saying, but for the most part, if you're in a god's realm, I believe they can deny your soul leaving. So
There are two instances where that is not necessarily true. One is with Epic Wish because it's just regardless, and the
yep.
second is if there is a god who is assisting who has the power of life is using it to retrieve a soul from a god who is of lesser divine rank, they can supersede the authority of said divine.
That makes sense too.
Uh, while you're on
A
the things,
interceding on your behalf.
Yes. But from the mortal perspective, you are correct. There's, except for Epic Wish, there is no way to return a soul if a god does not want to return it.
Ooh. Yes, sire. Sorry.
out of character, while we were on the epic thingy, I know Oni I think has the feats for epic, and he was looking. Is this something that we have to find in game, or he has the boons? I mean,
The boons, no, you can take them, but to actually gain the spells, you have to learn. Someone who knows them has to teach them to you. The universe will not just gift you epic level spells,
Yeah,
especially Epic Wish. That one is hard to get your hands on at all.
yeah. I just need the higher like level 10 through 12 spells. I just want to collect. That's just like only thing. He just wants to collect those.
is that something that we could, if we have, you know, per se, had a shit ton of guild tokens and we got every boon out there, and then we got this one boon that says you get an epic spell. Like, can we start looking into that?
Uh, I would be, because I think we have some info on who might help
Because that might
or
give
who to
us
talk
the
to.
edge that we need
Does
to.
anyone else also like need epic level spells, or is it only Oni?
I took all the boons.
Took all the
All the boons. Give me all the boons. And I've been collecting classes so that I can get their boons too. Suckers!
I only got clerics. I was like, I just want the demigod. Wait, if you have also clerics, why don't you? Why do you still need sleep if you have demigod? Or I think even ascension. No ascension, no. It's only demigod.
I
You
keep
know how many
forgetting I have
boons I have? I don't know what they all do.
right. I keep forgetting I have the spell wish, so it doesn't even matter what spell I have
So
memorized.
so when Roran brings up the fact that he's got this boon, I'm like, oh yeah, I got that one too. Thank you for reminding me, Roran. And Roran brings up this thing that he's got a fee. I'm like, I got that one too. Thank you for reminding me, Roran. I have a character, then I have a character that's labeled feet, and then I have a character that's labeled boons. And
Oh,
now I'm gonna have to character labeled spells.
yeah, I just kind of look into this thing and like every time we come in here and play, I usually just like open up my feature list and kind of just scroll down and just kind of read.
It never
You know,
fucking ends.
remember the shit you have, remember the shit you have, kind of little, just kind of just a refresh. You know, you forget that you have. I always forget I have the immunity spoon. So if you take damage, you can just fucking you're immune to it. You know, so you do that once a day or whatever.
And there's a feat you can get at 20th
And I
level that does the same
and
thing.
I and I think we're all freaking. And I think we all can, if we all took all the boons, I think we can actually plane shift. I don't know if
And
it's just
those
back
planeswalkers are
home.
locked.
No, I think it's a boon. Like in the regular
Gatecrasher.
game. Well, not that
Gatecrasher.
one. Let's see, boon. What is it
Yeah, I think
called?
it's locked behind being a
Isn't it?
planeswalker.
Boon of planar travel, which is you can
That one's
gain
not
this
locked.
boon. Choose. You can use this action to cast. Yes, it's just you can use this action to cast a plane shift spell, or no spell slot or components required. Targeting yourself only and travel to the chosen plane, or from that plane back to the material plane. Once you use this boon, you can't use it until you finish a short rest.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's just one of the boons. I think just part of the. I thought it was one of the regular boons.
So one of you guys knew
What?
where we could start looking for the spells that everyone in town says they don't make those.
Well, yeah, I can in libraries that they can't name.
Oh,
Ace knows some mythic level spells, but
You know, from people who
that's a
have
bit touchy.
from people who might have information of libraries who, and I look at Oni, who've been around a while and maybe who uh, might know some things.
I've been to one of those libraries.
Have you?
Oh yeah.
Whose library would you go to?
I
Oh
gotta look it up
yeah,
on my little sheet.
totally forgot. Yeah, you were in a. We just left you in that library realm.
Oh yeah, Lemon Library Land. I don't know the name of
Hmm.
it, but it smelled like lemon.
Hmm. Interesting.
Oh, it's back.
Lemon Library Land. I love. Is that what you call her library?
That's what it's marked on my, so I know where I'm going. Check it.
Well, sold out. They said some fat Minotaur bought 'em all this morning.
So do we want to go there to research?
Well, if we know a place like that, that'd be awesome. Like I said, somewhere, I would say somewhere out of the norm, somewhere not. Um,
That place had a lot of books.
really, sounds interesting. What do you mean a lot? What do you mean by a lot? Like we're just gonna be there all day looking for this book?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
like there's millions and
Like
millions and millions of stars
too
around us,
many,
right?
too many books. Like too
Well,
more.
like
What?
there's more books than there are stars here.
Lemon? Would you call this Lemon Library Land? Okay, interesting. I don't know if I've ever heard of the Lemon Library.
I don't know. I was asking questions, but I didn't get any answers. So hey, you make
Who,
do
who,
with what you can do.
who are you talking to?
I have to honestly answer you, and I don't fucking remember. So
Were you actually talking to a person or yourself?
No, he's talking to the living tomes,
Oh, okay.
and they aren't capable of speech. So he was literally trying to ask someone a question that
yeah,
can't answer said question.
you kept ignoring me.
This is a smart book. He's looking at you like, I want to tell you everything you're asking me, but I can't. Just can't speak. So, haha, fuck off.
I mean, where I come from, they talk all the time. So it was moving around. I asked it questions, it wouldn't answer me. All right, so do we want to go there?
Like I said, somewhere that is not. I think it seems it would be discovered already had.
It is that fine with Oni and Roran.
yeah, I didn't bother getting the epic spell feats because we didn't know. Uh, so I'd just like to go to the uh,
You want to make a pit stop?
Adventurers Guild. Yeah, let's get those.
Open up
Oh,
a plane shift and target just outside to the left of the adventures gets going on. You know, like open up like in the walkway, and some poor smup's
Plane
coming out of the fucking Adventures Guild, fucking doop de doo. What the hell?
What plane are we on right now?
Oh wait, plane shift. That's a gate.
Yeah.
That works
You
different.
can't. I would say, first of all, I don't even think you can gate on the same plane either. You might be able to, but you definitely cannot plane shift on the same plane.
Technically, I don't think we said we left the Astral Sea.
That's what I was. That's why I stopped real quick before I said anything. I'm like, you know, it might work. You know, just plane shifting. I just didn't know. Yeah, I was like, where are we? It's like I didn't.
You're
I was
all
thinking,
just lazily floating along the star currents at the
oh
moment.
yeah, yes, we were just talking. That's right. We just kind of discussed me returning from.
Why waste energies to go somewhere if we don't know where we want to go yet?
True about that.
And then after I finished saying all that stuff, then I remember that when we plane shift, we and there's no gate, so I don't have to worry about someone walking in, winding up the astral plane. And then I will hold the door open so we can go in the Adventures Guild.
Hi, welcome to the Adventures Guild. Says the construct.
Oh my god.
I'd like to buy some boons.
Sure. We can assist with that today.
High magic, higher magic.
I think it's even higher magic.
Right.
I think there's 5 of them.
High magic, higher magic, even higher magic, highest magic. Boon of 10th level magic, but I guess I can't get that. It's locked, I assume.
Yes.
Highest magic.
Okay. That
Fine
is
divine magic.
that would be 4,000 tokens.
There was one with divine magic, so that would be 5 total.
5,000 tokens. My apologies.
Oh, I thought you would get a discount.
I'll pay with 40 emblems.
Okay.
Would be 50 because if it was 5,
50, sorry.
Yep.
You are correct. It takes the 50 emblems, exchanges it for 5 crystals.
Thank you.
Is there anything else you require?
I think that's it.
I'm
Then
going to a
you
bookstore, so I need 10 legendary tomes so that I can do some give them something so that I can have look at something.
He goes in the back and pulls out 10 tomes and brings them to you.
Show 'em my guild card.
Requisition approved.
Thank you. Grab the books.
You have a blessed day.
You too. books in the bag, and probably shouldn't do it in here, right?
Probably not.
So go out in the street.
Find yourself in the street, nothing impeding you.
Alrighty then. I'll cast plane shift to the Lemon Library Land. Possibly.
You have a tuning fork for said location.
I've been there. My cloak was attuned to it.
Are you attuned to your cloak?
Better be.
Are you sure about that?
I'm second guessing myself.
Maybe not.
It says attuned.
Okay. Then you plane shift. You find yourself in a library with books upon books upon books upon books.
I'm gonna go up to one of the living tomes and start asking them questions again.
They do not respond
Why are
and
you talking
continue to
that?
float around you.
Is that thing useful to talk to?
I'll pull out a book. Right. Can you show me where FX spells are?
It continues to just reorganize books on shelves. It grabs your book and starts to just float away.
I follow it.
Is it, okay, that's what it does. Okay.
It takes
Follow.
upon following it, you find it takes you to a bookshelf full of grimoires, and puts your tome on the shelf, and then floats away.
Is this it?
I'm gonna. Do these grimoires have anything about higher than high or divine magic?
Not according to the inscription on the spines. You have one called Grimoire Infinitus. You have one called the
I got that one.
Librum. Hold on.
Got that one too.
Where's that? Yeah, so you see like the Grimoire Infinitus, you see the Librum of Souls, you see the accounting and valuation of all things, you see Pretty much just a lot of really high grade spell books.
Do you guys have any ideas?
Got any what?
Any ideas?
Can I make out any kind of organization system in the library?
Not really. This library isn't labeled. So, like, I mean, if you walk up to a shelf, you can generally get a gist of the information that's on said shelf, but it's not like a normal library where you'd see, like, a section labeled fiction, nonfiction, supernatural, things like that.
Right. I guess we just have to search, unless. Do you know whose library this is?
I'm gonna take one of the books and then open to the front page and see if it says property of.
Property of the Eternal Citadel.
Apparently, wait. I'll put it back, take another one.
Property of the Eternal Citadel.
Apparently, these books are the property of the Eternal Citadel.
All right.
So the Eternal Citadel is in. Does it smell like lemons in here?
Not currently.
Okay.
I wasn't in this section last time.
I guess
Yeah,
we can
funny
just.
thing.
Uh, I guess we can just try searching the old-fashioned way.
Funny thing about plane shift doesn't take you to an exact location, but an approximate location of what you asked for.
Would love to use a spell to help, but I would then trigger chaos, Tide of Chaos.
See what I. Oh,
You got any spells, Tofik?
I have many spells.
With
locate
kind of like
creature.
a locate object?
I have wish. What do you need? And
With
yes,
locate
I will.
object,
I
I
will
can,
wait. Yes, I will cast. I will waste a casting of a 9th level spell to locate a book. I do not. Well, I guess I should just check. Maybe I do have, because we did do something recently where we had to locate something, and I might have actually kept locate object as a.
Oh. Would Rowan remember the name of Nace's spell book? The one he got from Bahamut?
Probably, yeah.
Can I check this shelf of grimoires to see if there's a copy of that there?
There is, in fact, a copy of that grimoire there.
Can I search through it?
Yeah. I was just looking to see what it was actually called. Oh. That's not something Nace should have.
I love that laugh. And you're like, why?
It might become relevant later. I guess we'll find out. Yes, you find. You do find it. And what spells did he actually know?
If I remember, you said that all 1 through 9 spells would be available for learning that.
Oh yes, you do find. Oh no, okay, sorry. That particular book is not on the shelf because that is the Goddess of Magic's Grimoire. This shelf is more specifically like just the legendary and artifact level grimoires. So like Codex, Celestus, what is this one called? Anyway, that's a lesser Godforged tier item.
Okay.
That was just before I had decided that's what that tier of rarity was called. But you still would remember that that book exists.
But now that I remember the actual effect, it didn't come with epic level spells unless Nay's Witness cast.
Right.
Well, let's split up and try and investigate. Rowan will try to find if there are any people or like card catalog or something like that. He's looking for some organization here.
Would a book almost bigger than you that has pages of black and blood red text be ominous enough?
Yeah.
You find it. It's literally the biggest book in this library, and it's always open. Give me a second. I just need to relook up what that particular book does because it has effects. Not that they probably affect you at your level, but I still should know what it does. Give me a second. Because you are in something that used to be an Eldritch being. And then it got beaten to submission and turned into a library. Compendium of Forgotten Secrets. So this is actually part of the Cursed Archive. Let's see, the Cursed Archive. Is there anything I need to worry about? The Index Incarnatus. So as you approach it, you'll notice it lists out every single page, every single scroll, every single book that exists in this library. And also gives you a location.
He'll attempt find something about epic level spell.
It would turn several hundred pages until it comes to one book. And it basically lists them out as the The title is basically the theory of magic that exceeds 9th level. By, what is her name? Let's see if I still have it. It would be by Carolyn Kenton. Lord 9762. Shelf 483,612. Row 5. Yeah, so it would tell you it is on floor 9,762, shelf 483,612 in row 5.
I'll head up there.
It'll take you a while. You are on floor 100.
I'll also message everyone on the guild cards to say that there's a book that tells you the location.
Nice. Start heading over there.
I will say, because you are a divine, you probably would feel this more than others. When you were using that book, you felt just whispers and like tugs of something that you would equate to like an eldritch being, but it's nowhere near powerful enough to affect you anymore.
A message. The book might be evil.
Oh. Not nice.
Almost definitely.
You take
What?
the good with the bad, I guess.
But after traveling what seems like hours, you'd find the shelf, and it is full of older looking like manuals. Less book, more leaflets. Like some of them look maybe like the start of a book, maybe, you know, like a bunch of pages put together with some string, some loose string binding. So like manuals or rough drafts would be a good way to put that. And sorting through the specific shelf you need, you find one, the one that you're looking for, which is The Theory of Magics Beyond 9th Level by Ireland Kitten.
I'll take it and start at least skimming it to see if there are actual spells recorded here or if it's just pure theory.
It's less about theory and more about the spellcaster admits that they are aware that there are spells above 9th level and that they have witnessed the possible catastrophic level that each spell can rend if found in the improper hands. It goes on to talk about the selection being dangerous enough that it was of the Magi Assembly's opinion at the time. Actually, they weren't even called the Magi Assembly then. That's right. It was the opinion of all the mages guilds
Dodecahedron.
that, not that one specifically, this was all of them. So they're talking overarching rather than specific guild. And this wasn't dodecahedron. This was dioxane octahedron.
Ah, even better.
The only royal level guild. But basically, all of the guilds came to the conclusion that they didn't want people wielding magic like that, so they started removing traces of that magic from their libraries, from the libraries they had access to, from the private collections that they could get themselves into. And then it states somewhere in the book that they were going to petition the goddess of magic to strip the ability to learn those spells from people, but it doesn't list whether that plea was heard. And she talks about the spells costing more than what is initially thought at the time of casting. And that the few times that the mages guilds were able to successfully cast the spell was only through group casting.
Okay. I'll probably head back down to the book to see if I can find something more useful.
As you look through the book, because when you start to think about what you want, it flips to the page that you need. Every page that it flips to, you find an entry that was burned out, and none of the entries on the page are relevant to what you're looking for. And this happens several times.
Either the library itself has been scrubbed of 10th level spells, or maybe just the index.
Are all the books on the same page? Are they in the same area? Can you just go to?
Oh no, the several times that it flipped open, it appears that they were not in the same place.
Okay. Okay. Well, no, I'm just saying we're like so. If you went to a page that had something burned out, was everything on that page in the same area, or
No.
is it just okay? Things are just everywhere. Okay,
Same
but
subject, but not the same area.
gotcha. But just not what he. Yeah, it makes sense. So basically, you're kind of going like, okay, this is getting closer to what we want, and there's a missing line right there. Redacted.
I say aloud, where can we find epic level spells?
I don't
The
know.
book.
The book starts turning until it stops on a page about gods. Specifically, it highlights a book on gods of magic.
It was a good one, Warren.
Floor 39,600. Shelf 76,041. Row 45.
Okay, I'll head up there.
While Roran was doing that, I took my Flesh Golem book and tried to rename it Book of 12th Level Magic, and then I try and give it to one of those floating books to see where it takes me.
It takes you over to a pit and throws the book in. And the book, just barely touching the threshold of where the hole would start, disintegrates. And then the ashes that fall beyond the thing seem to hit another threshold that burns the ashes.
I think I found the incinerator, guys. Over. I take it. I give it another book.
What's this book on?
I don't know, it's just one of the random ones. One of the legendary ones.
Does he even want the book?
Oh, a Tome of Clear Thought. How'd that get in here? It kind of goes off to go put that book away.
I meet up with Roran then.
Several hours of traveling later, you finally find this shelf.
I find out where they burn books. There was a hole. You tossed a book in there and it burnt, and then the burnt, and then the burnt.
Why? Why did they burn a book?
Well, that was a question, so I can't sarcastically answer you, which sucks. So I'm gonna have to honestly answer you because I changed the name of it, Book of 12th Level Magic, and apparently we can't find that stuff here because they burn it all. Man, this thing, Grump, Mr. Coffee, you're correct.
About what?
It ruins all the fun. I was gonna sarcastically answer Oni, but I can't because
The question.
It always requires the truth.
Requires the truth, I told you.
That's why the Guardians didn't have a problem giving you this power. They knew it was going to be just as annoying as it was helpful. And now you know how they feel. It's like, what's the point in lying to a creature that knows you're lying? Or more to the point, can actually force you to tell the truth without casting a spell.
And
So you find your book, Roar. It's a book on basically any god that's listed under the magic domain. Time to find out how many of them are dead.
oh, oh, I
I
gotta get
already
my
know some
list.
of them are.
we didn't cause it.
Did we?
I believe we did.
World notes. There they are. All right, gods. Let's find out who's alive. Uh, Aboleth. Lotharil. Grim, roll me a D100 and tell me the result. Or actually, no, you have access to the Are They Dead table. Roll that for me.
Is it called Are They Dead?
Yep. Yeah, all players should have access to that table.
Sorry, it was in macros. The result is they are fallen.
Purgatory. Roll me a second one.
They are redeemed.
I believe Anubis has already been rolled for. Yep. Apollo has already been rolled for. Asgaroth. Roll me another one.
They are dead. Hey, we're getting like the whole gambit.
That's not great. Asgaroth is one of the ones that forms the Cloak of the Nine. Damn. Roll me another one.
They did not fall. Yeah, the whole gambit.
Yeah, you got all four. Corellian. Debatable. uh, Roll me another one.
They are dead.
Roll me another one.
They did not fall.
Roll me another one.
They are redeemed.
Man, you're kind of like going in reverse order. uh, Roll me another one.
They are fallen.
Really? We've never rolled Hecate? That seems weird. Roll me another one.
They are dead.
Well, there goes half the witches. Roll me another one.
They did not fall.
Roll me another one.
They are redeemed.
Uh, Roll me another one.
They are dead.
Roll me another one.
They did not fall.
me another one.
Repeat, they did not fall.
These two never existed. Oh, we never rolled for Odin either. That's kind of crazy. All right. Roll me another one.
Odin is fallen.
How about Poseidon?
Yeah, I think he died when Ares.
Oh yeah, you're right. He did. I just forgot to put it on the list. Roll me another one.
They did not fall.
Of all the gods on this list, that surprises me. Because this one in particular. Give me another one.
They are dead.
Wow. Give me another one.
They are redeemed.
Have we rolled Thoth yet? It does not look like it. All right, give me another one.
They are fallen. No one wanted to be told that they were trying to redeem them the wrong way.
Thrym. Give me another one.
They did not fall.
And last but not least.
They are fallen. I mean, Thoth was like god of wisdom, and if he had to be unwise, I could see him not wanting to be redeemed.
All right, I got my list here. So it goes through various gods, listing out names such as Anubis, Apollo, Corellian, Odin, Set, Thoth, Poseidon. Some more obscure names like Anum, Allfather, Asgarath, Inkai, Evening Glory. And it would also list out the current goddess of magic, as in the goddess who is above all the other ones, and actually dictates how the weave acts and is controlled, is the goddess Lucia, with her successor currently being the god Draven.
Alright, well, I asked where we could get epic level spells, and it sent us to these books. I assume we need a god of magic to teach us.
That's bad, yeah.
So which god do we want to besiege? Ask.
Does anyone know about any of these?
Uh, Based on what's written in the book, uh, say anything about their temperament?
Yeah. So, like, Anubis tends to be fairly neutral, but leans more to the side of law. He can be very easy to deal with if you just understand that he's not going to favor you. So any sort of transactional deal made is going to be like, it's going to be considered a fair deal, but you're not going to be able to get any wiggle room out of him. Also, instinctually speaking, with your own wisdom and intelligence scores, you would understand that if it wasn't confirmed, but if the mage guilds did successfully petition the goddess of magic to strip the ability to cast epic level spells from mortals, then that might be considered like a law. And so a lawful god may not be the right choice. Because they may not teach it to you just out of the fact that it's not a lawful thing to do. So Anubis would be easy to deal with because he has even temperament, but he is also lawful, so he probably won't teach you. Someone like Apollo might be more inclined to, because he's chaotic, and he's also considered kind of tolerant. Specifically, his temperament is tolerant, benevolent, and helpful. But he's very bad god to get pissed off because he will hunt you until the ends of the earth. If you're an elf, Corellian might. But everybody in this party would be aware that Corellian just finished, not too long ago, a campaign of blood to quote unquote unite all elves, and by unite he means all of them listened to him, and the ones that didn't got killed. So he's kind of fallen from, based on what the book tells you, you feel like this book isn't fully like updated. It's not like someone updated it, because I don't think he'd be considered chaotic good anymore.
Yeah.
Um, Otherwise, the goddess of magic herself has been considered a fair god and genuinely kind. The book doesn't really list out a temperament other than kind. But some of that may be due to the fact that it's more about making sure the weave stays stable for her rather than whether it's a good, evil, lawful, chaotic act. Her concern is more maintaining the balance of power in the weave and making sure it stays stable so that we don't have another repeat of Draven. Because nothing's worse than a mad magic god.
So those are our two safe bets currently.
Do we go
Yeah, the
straight
rest
to
of the
the
gods,
scores?
the gods on this list are either lawful or chaotic evil. There's not really a lot of middle ground magic gods, apparently.
God damn.
The most neutral one you could get is Thoth. And that is because he's actual true neutral. but he's also only a demigod. So, based on what you guys have learned about epic level spells, you're fairly certain the god themselves would have to be fairly high ranking to even cast spells like this.
Okay, couple of thoughts. One, I remembered a while ago, I actually have a 10th level spell scroll, a
Oh,
reusable scroll that I got. That one's been altered, so I'm not sure if it can be copied because it was made permanent. Uh, Second, I remembered, I believe Thea told Archie that Naze had crossed the line when he created or brought the creature that we got, the mythic, invisible thing. And we could try beseeching Thea about if we're saying we need more power to take down Naze, he might be willing to give us something if he has the authority to.
Oh yeah, he wasn't on the list, but yeah, um, I've worked with him before. Worked for him before.
You would
Uh,
realize that none of the guardians are on this list. Well, directly speaking.
the third thing is we found that broken weave uh, where not Capratat, but
It's a Heath.
he. I always
Yeah.
get those. Uh, Maybe if you can provide some aid in repairing that, maybe the goddess of magic would uh, be willing to share some knowledge with us.
On that regard, when I um dove into that place, because it had the weave and it had the anti-weave and it had the void, and the anti-weave seems somewhat like well my new the new guardian I'm trying to move over to, um Terra, his seemed more like opposite of the weave. And yeah, did I feel that the void was similar to Thea?
I mean, it was caused by him.
And the void thing might have been, was caused by Thea. So maybe if we're able to channel magic, channel Thea, channel Terra, we can rebuild it.
I maybe we can certainly ask them about it.
yeah. But that's our best try right now.
Shall we ask? Are we all set here?
Yeah, I can't get the spells directly unless there's something else someone wants to look up.
I got nothing else to look up on the books.
Is Mr. Coffee with us?
Yeah.
Were you all set here, sir?
Yeah. I think we came here what we're looking for, correct?
So I will pray to Thea. Great Thea, O powerful Thea, he who taketh the color and giveth it back. We are looking for information on higher than 9th level spells and how to obtain them. And also there is a void of magic and the weave and the void beneath where you blasted those evildoers. And we were trying to also repair that. We were seeking information.
Can't do back.
A black door will appear.
Oh,
That's the answer. I go over. Knock.
The door will swing open.
And I will go in.
falls behind.
Yeah, I'll go too.
Hmm. Also,
Once everyone's in, I make sure to shut the door.
A place where the floor is made of black marble and a bunch of chairs around a fireplace. You lost me halfway through that whole speech. What are you after?
Thank you, oh great one. We have discovered these boons which allow us to have access to higher level spells, but we cannot find. And we understand that they have been cut off from the mortal world, and we did not know if by helping fix a tear on Allarack, if that would help us be able to learn these spells, or if there was another way we could learn these spells.
Which tear do you refer to?
The one was, there's more than one. Seath tear.
That one you will either need the help of the firstborn or my sister. Someone who can actually replace the building blocks with life.
I have a tuning fork to life. It won't let me in there.
That's surprising. My sister loves all life,
Yeah.
even a tune.
Oh yeah. She looked at me one time, and she went, "Wait, do I remember that?"
Probably not, because that had to do with you having the power of gluttony at the time.
I don't know why she doesn't like me.
It's just a feeling you get, huh? As to actually learning 9th level spells, or epic level spells, technically speaking, I could bestow them upon you. However, at common courtesy, I will only do so if you can obtain permission from the goddess of magic to be able to wield said spells. I will not have a tiff with her.
Oh great Thea,
Got a
thank you
number.
for your great wisdom. I also forgot one thing, and I point towards Roran. I gesture towards Roran.
Yeah. Okay. He'll turn
you
towards
told
Roar.
you told Archie that Naze was becoming too much of a problem. Yes?
Yes, he is.
We're actually planning on bringing him down soon. It's one of the reasons we want the higher level spells. I don't think I have anything to actually ask you because you said you needed permission.
Well, expanding upon that, if you gain the permission, I will give you the spells free of charge. No quests, no favors, just as long as it is being used to destroy or at least stop the infernal architect. Sorry, the abominable architect was the nickname they gave him. Then I would have no issue giving you set powers.
Thank you.
Oh, great and wise Thea, thank you for your almighty knowledge. You said your sister was like it can put the life back in there.
Yes, she is life.
Oh, so all right. Like if I was to try to get permission or to talk to her, like, do I just do as I do with you?
I don't know if she would answer. Not because she's seeking to be rude, but she. Many people pray for life to life. And your voice may get lost in the cacophony.
Do I have to see loud? If I pray to life, saying that I'm trying to fix a scar on Allarack, and I need life to fix, life will
Why
find a
not
way.
just go? Why not just go meet her in her realm, and I will let her know you're coming.
Because my tuning fork didn't work.
Let me see it.
I ruffle through bags, and and I pull out two. One's fate and one's life, and I'm looking. I'm like, which one's which? I'm like, okay, this one.
That one's fate.
That
Hands it
one.
back to you.
That one didn't. Oh, I was able to get in there, but whew, there was way too much of me going on in there.
He'll take the other tuning fork.
Yep, I show him life.
Plane shift. Oh, that's why. Gate. And the gate disappears. You need to attune the tuning fork.
Oh, thank you. Come on, guys. We're gonna go. We're going to life. I bow.
I'll go through the gate.
I'm still bowed as I go through the gate.
Follow behind. Let's do.
In contrast, You come to a space that is completely white in every direction. But every step you take, grass and flowers and birds and bees and insects just explode. It's like the very sound of your feet, your footsteps echoing through the space reverberates just these various stages of life.
This is pretty cool.
As you walk further along,
I'm gonna ask the bees if they know where the all-powerful goddess of life is. Guardian of life.
The bees.
they will form up and guide you in a direction.
I thought they were doing like the little Nemo fish thing.
Following the bees, you come to an old Greek style like gazebo. And you will see she has the same effect as her brother, but her brother hasn't been using the set effect since he reincarnated. So, to every one of you, it's going to be someone different. And it would be a combination of the most motherly and the most beautiful figures to your character combined into one person. Even with true sight, you cannot see this being's true form. You can see that she appears to be going over like a blueprint of what looks to be a new race, a new creature.
Hi, Mom.
She will turn slowly and look at you.
Thought you were with Dad.
I see you got rid of your sickness. And reverted back to your more beautiful self.
You.
I was told by my brother you would be coming. What is it you exactly needed assistance with?
Getting epic level
You're
spells.
not my mom, are you?
That would depend on your perspective, dear. I am technically everyone's mom, except for my older brother. And my brother.
Well, your brother punched a hole of death in the material plane. We were looking for some help to mend it.
Ah, that should be simple enough. And she'll get up, close the blueprint, and then walk down the stairs. She'll then kneel down and hold her hand to the ground. And you'll see plants, but not the normal kind, not the greenery made out of biomass kind. These appear to be plants of pure energy. Sai, Draco is reacting.
Ah!
This to you appears to be made out of pure blue strings.
Really?
And as the plants weave themselves out of the ground, a flower begins to bloom, and in the center of the flower appears to be a seed. She'll pluck it, walk over, and hand it to Roran. You are the best. You are the most qualified. Care
Thank you.
for it like any other plant, and it will spread and restore the missing life, or at least fill the space with life, as it were. It may not bring back the creatures that were there, depending on what they were.
Other evils?
Yeah, I don't see them coming back. That requires a less pure form of life.
Thank you very much.
You're most welcome.
Thank you very much.
I'll bow and step away.
Is it okay if we like move over that way and wait an hour?
All are welcome in the space of life.
Is that how long you have to wait for a tuning fork to reattune? I pull a tuning fork out.
Like a mother with infinite patience, she'll walk over to you, pluck the tuning fork out of your hand, and put another one in your hand. Planar attunement takes longer than a week, dear.
Damn,
Oh, so my cloak is really cool. It only takes an hour.
Yes. She'll look at it for a second. And almost a look of sadness for just the briefest of seconds before her face goes back to her sort of charming motherly vibe.
Tried coming to you earlier, but it was broken. I couldn't come here.
You're wearing a cloak made out of feathers. You think that cloak was ethically sourced?
no.
And she is life. You think she likes seeing you wearing equipment made out of dead creatures?
Oops.
You're all like, this cloak is amazing.
Put my foot in my mouth. Hop away.
There is only one form of quote unquote life that she does not like. And even then, she's never killed them. Just wounded them beyond measure.
How does she feel about undead?
Still a form of life to her.
Huh.
She truly loves all. Like I said, there's only one kind of creature she doesn't like, and that's because they're not technically living creatures. They are something else entirely. They predate
Illusions.
life.
Oh, okay. Now I know what you're talking about.
So are you still gonna hang out here an hour for your feathers to attune?
Yeah, we're gonna fly over the corner and gather the guys up and say, okay, so and I'm slowly talking this out. Give us an hour to tune, and like, do we pray to the goddess of magic now? Because I don't have that I don't have a fork for there.
We can try, yeah.
Uh, we are going to the goddess of magic. Um, do either Warren or Mr. Coffee want to pray?
Actually, why don't I go plant the seed first and start repairing that area, and then we can pray to Goddess of Magic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I will plane shift us to just a short way outside of the crater.
Okay. It succeeds. In terms of you plane shifting out, nothing stops you.
So I think we forgot to add. Do we plant it here? And it
Uh,
spreads?
I would
Because
think at the center.
yeah, but didn't it hurt going any closer?
Were we being hurt?
It didn't feel great.
I believe I was taking some damage. It was minor, but it was some damage.
It was radiant, fire, and necrotic damage.
I don't know if that newborn seed can handle that.
Are we still here by the life, by the god, or?
We had already
Yeah.
we had just left.
Okay, I was gonna ask about the seed that we do plant there then, but
Oh, oh great guardian of life, she who gives life to all and gave us the seed of life. Can this seed withstand the radiation given off by this bad place?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. She says yes. Thank you, Mother. I think I moved up on that list. Because I didn't get drowned out.
do you, 'cause I didn't get drowned out. Okay.
Okay. The fly speed I have is from a boon. Would that function in the dead space?
Yeah. Yes. Because you are your own divine.
Okay. Then I'll attempt to fly towards the center of the crater.
It takes you a little while, but you get there pretty much unscathed.
Then I will attempt to plant the seed.
As soon as you stick it in the ground, you'll notice slowly. Seems like the space starts to converge on the seed. It's slow, but you can see the seed seems to be feeding off of this void energy, if you will.
She said take care of it as I would a normal seed, so I will bury it and give it some water.
When you do that, you start to see little sproutling come out.
Okay. Then I'll fly it back out to the others.
Yep, you're able to make that trek pretty safely. But you'll notice, even as you're going out, the void space has shrunk significantly.
Sai's been throwing rocks at the void space because the last time he went in, it tried to devour him.
Okay. Seed is planted. It appears to be working.
Nice.
I will pray to Goddess Lucia. Goddess Lucia, we are seeking your blessing to receive epic level spells through Thea for the purposes of defeating the abominable architect Naze.
You'll see.
Don't forget to praise her. Tell her she's like all magic-y and stuff.
You'll see a light appear before you, Roran, and it looks like 4 amulets appear.
I'll
Yeah.
take them and test them out.
Hang on.
You will hear a response from, I will grant you permission only because you are attempting to take down that creature. Do not abuse the power, for I will know. And the cost of abusing the power you cannot afford.
Thank you, Goddess of all magic.
The next moment, you will see a bucket appear above Sai's head.
I hold my hands out, ready to receive
And
thy gift.
and he gets a bucket of ice water dumped on him, and all his colors wash away. He
You
becomes a
didn't have
black and
color?
white toon.
Were you always black and white?
I pull out a bag and start hyperventilating. Trying to grab my colors. No. It's the dream. I'm in a dream. I start trying to wake myself up.
No, we're not in that. We're not in dream world anymore.
Shut up, dream Omni. You're not helping.
I'm real only.
Nah, the real Oni's taller.
I'm pretty tall.
And it is at this point I'm going to say we will call session for today, just because I realized that the mod that has all of our epic level spells in it isn't activated. So I don't want to sit here for 10 minutes just to load the server again, just for you guys to import spells. But Thea will probably give you each 3 spells.
Yes.
If I take this amulet off, do my colors come back?
No, you are that way till your next long rest. Because the goddess of magic does not like flattery. And whether you've spoken to her or not, knows Roran well enough to know that it was your suggestion that made him say that.
That's what I do with Thea. That's what I did with Life. That's what I do with Terra.
Yes, with beings who deserve said veneration. And also have less emotions to deal with.
Out. Never go.
Have a
Thanks for
good
the
one.
session.
Good night.
Good night.
Alright.
Epitaph Creation streams Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, Wednesdays, D&D. Thank you for watching. The week of Christmas,
Wow.
we are not playing.
They just up and abandoned us.
Yeah, it was like, bam. And it was like 10 minutes early. They're like, it's time to go to bed. Turn it into a pumpkin.